Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Zip 180.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check hot route. Hot. Pick the edge. Come.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Gun. My 52.
Wilson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Good job right there. I've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Come on. Hatch it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch Mike. I got you.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 23-yard
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Mike, 10, check. Switch. Go, guys, 4 down. They've got Mike 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Cook, 42 yards.
For a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Run left.
They'll try the left side. Sapp. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. Now he'll pull it down and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Armstead. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Joker. He's coming. We got double up. Block that.
Now a give, right side. Sapp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 0.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
56, the mark.
On first down, Sapp. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Rush in.
On 2nd down, Sapp. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? There. Go. Give me some. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Hold tight. Check 26. Slam. Run left.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, King.
Point it right. Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Watch out. Check 3. Go 14.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook following the penalty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, took quick. 4 down. Go. 10's the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
4 down. That's me. 10's the mic.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
56 is the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Jim. All go special.
On 3rd down, Sapp. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist.
Mayfield now. He finds his target. Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. That's side, baby. That's baby side.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Set, 180.
Record. Kill.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, 133.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gerald Everett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
12.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action now. Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On the ground, it's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Tyler Lockett, touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Quarterback, don't get no.
Hey, 0.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight right.
2nd and 5 down. Wilson, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now Cook stripped, the ball's out. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Armstead. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, 0.
Here we go. Mike 52. You don't want to go 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Set, 180. 57. All day, dog. I got it.
This is Armstead on the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.